All right, I'm just gonna wait for people to come in here and whatnot. So come in here and whatnot. And whatnot. And whatnot. I did not hit her. It is bullshit. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. So I need everyone here to please like the stream. It says there's nobody here yet, but I'm sure everyone will filter in relatively soon here. Is it? There we go. That mac and cheese situation. Say hi in the chat when you're here. Hey, yeah, my computer did a bad Windows update. And, like, I'm having to back up some stuff and reinstall Windows. So this is the stream I'm doing tonight here from the phone. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow we'll be up and running again. So just doing it here. Hopefully we can get a little closer to the ghoul tonight. I wanted to stream this afternoon and other stuff. I had a bunch of new stuff I wanted to work on. So hopefully things will get back up and running tomorrow. I'm making some big changes to Patreon, offering some more stuff. It means I'm going to have to put in more work, but I need to get the Patreon to a better place. So, and yes, when I hear Brett Keane say something, I assume it's a lie, but I did a little research and I don't think it's a lie anymore. I think he's been in the hospital for days. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate it. Pretty sure Brett's been in the hospital for days, and I think at first he was doing really, really bad. I searched him up on social media, and I found Dorn making a post about it, which she has lied for him before. But then I saw like his kids making posts and his stepmother, like the woman who's married to his father. They all made posts about it. So, yeah. I don't feel bad for him because I said this, not even a year ago when he made fun of Pimp Monk dying, that because of this, Brett might be one of the first people that I won't feel sorry for when they pass away. So, that's where we are with that. I'm not going to have a party or anything, but I'm not going to feel bad. I'll tell the truth about him and what a scumbag he is. So I don't believe in karma, but if karma's real, this is evidence that it exists. Because not only did he make the videos after Pimp Monk died, thank you for the jewels. He also, just a couple days ago, he made a video just a couple days ago where he said he prayed for Pimp Monk to die. A few days ago, Brett said he was coughing up blood, and I'm usually inclined not to believe him. Thanks for the jewels. I'm usually inclined not to believe anything Brett says, but there are multiple posts on social media from people who wouldn't help Brett pretend that he was in the hospital and really sick, and they've all posted like send prayers for Brett Keane. Like I found his stepmother's Facebook page, and she posted about it. So, I don't feel bad for him. Like, when he's gone, I'm gonna do a stream telling the truth about him. I won't be like shooting off fireworks and I won't be having a celebration, but we're going to talk about him. There's a weird A-log, if you guys know what an A-log is, that makes a new account literally every day to come into my chat and make false claims about various things. A few times I've seen them say I screwed over Shabisky only to find out me and Shabisky still stream together. He's making claims that I screwed over Asterios somehow. Asterios never worked for me. He was only a guest that was on like once a month, so they're just making up a bunch of shit. It's sad. I can tell that they're mentally ill and that they probably hate themselves. So they spend a lot of their free time A-logging me. They say I screwed over Billy the Fridge. I couldn't afford Billy the Fridge's salary anymore because the viewership and the money coming in had steadily declined. That, along with all of the, the cost of living going up and everything. So I made the unfortunate decision to cut his hours back, and during that time, he got an opportunity somewhere else and went there. And that's what happened. And I told him he's welcome to come back on again sometime if he wants to. So it's not that deep. You have a mental illness, friend. You're completely wrong about what you're saying. And this is like something you spend a little too much time on. What's an A-log? So there was I can't remember his name right now. There was a guy who was so obsessed with trolling Chris Chan. And his first name started with A and his last name started with log. And, Andrew Logan. Yeah, A-log. He trolled the shit out of Chris Chan and believed he was so much more virtuous and a better person than Chris Chan that it ended up making him worse, objectively worse than Chris Chan. Yeah, so this person, it's literally one person. It's literally like one person on one account that makes a new account every day. They're on Twitter. They message people about me on Twitter. They're willing to join forces with Brett Keane to get at me. That's A-log if I've ever heard of one. But then I see what they posted on Reddit and how they actually hate themselves and want to unalive themselves. So I do kind of feel bad for them. So if this is what gives their life meaning, more power to them. But they literally make a new account every day just to say the same shit. And it's completely meaningless. Like, if I can't afford to pay somebody and they think they're not willing to take a pay cut, I respect that, but I can't afford to pay them anymore. Is it my responsibility to have, like, somehow look after someone in perpetuity that isn't like one of my kids or something? I don't understand this way of thinking. Yeah. Yes, this person's been doing it for years. They've been doing it for like multiple years. Yeah, people are just, I don't know. Mm. So yeah, I've been trying to be healthier and working out. Like I did an hour of cardio last night before I went to bed, and I was coming up with new ideas for the streams and stuff. So Phoebe, I'm gonna try to get more guests on. The truth of the matter is like, I had a few good guests that unfortunately passed away. People that would be on the stream with me every now and again. Um, and they're not available. And then I've just been kind of lazy with booking people. So no more being lazy. I gotta be more motivated. And this is my first drink in a couple days. Yeah, my computer is not working at the moment. So fucking Windows updates. I saw that guy Phil's Lobotomy wanted to come on. And I liked some of his clips and stuff. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah. Yeah, we'll work it out. Yeah, like ever since COVID, the economy has gotten worse and worse, and people can't afford things like they used to, and that kind of hurts me on both fronts because this show exists because of the financial support of the viewers, but if they can't afford it anymore, then less of them, they're cutting costs. It's like just like they would cancel a Netflix subscription or something, they cancel that. But then at the same time, I'm making less money from that, and I have to deal with the higher costs of everything too. So it's like a double whammy. So I moved to a cheaper area. I moved to a smaller place in like not such a upscale area. I have per mile car insurance. I hardly ever drive. I take public transit or walk usually. Cook most meals at home. And things are rough. So I'm hoping the changes I've made might entice people maybe a little more to spend that $10 a month or whatever. Brett didn't die as far as I know, but he was really sick and they thought he might have had cancer based on what Dawn posted. These are public posts. Like if you go to Facebook and type in her name, her account will come up. And we already know what she looks like, so when you see her profile picture, that's her. He thought like he was relying on AI to diagnose him, and he said he had the norovirus, but he's been sick for 3 months. No, the norovirus doesn't last for 3 months unless there's a serious issue. Oh, he denies alcoholism, which is funny. By the way, I'm not going to say I hope the worst happens to him, but I don't feel sorry for him. That's all I'll say. I don't like suffering in general, but he earned it with what he did last year when Pip Monk died. And I feel bad for his kids. Like I saw his because I saw Dawn hers first, and I was like, you know, Dawn has lied for Brett before. So then um I saw his son's post about it, and his daughter made a comment on the son's post about how June has been the worst month ever, meaning Brett very sick in the hospital. And then I found, just by searching his name, Brett Keane, I found a post from Brett's stepmother that's married to his father. And I also saw a picture of what Brett's father looks like. And he looks a lot like Brett. But the funny thing is that they look more like they could be brothers, not father and son. Like Brett looks a lot. Their names are both Brett, for one thing. Like Brett, the Brett we know is Brett Jr. They look very similar. They have the same facial hair and the white hair and everything. It looks like Brett's father's in way better shape, and they look like they're like 5 to 10 years apart, not 20 plus years apart. But I'm not going to share those photos. No, Brett's mother died. He claims his dad was well, the story about his dad always changes about like whether his dad's a fucking awful piece of shit that abused him, knocked all his teeth out, or his dad helped him out when his vehicle blew up. I kind of thought, cuz I didn't believe him at first, cuz that's my automatic reaction to Brett, is to not believe what he says. So, um when he didn't, when I looked and he hadn't done anything online in almost a week, that I was like, whoa, something's going on, because he's quit YouTube before, but when he quits YouTube, he's still all over Twitter and posting stuff on Sportify radio situation and all that. So I was like, huh, yeah, he might have actually went to the hospital. Yes, multiple Keane family members have posted about it. And ones that wouldn't lie for him. I don't think his kids would lie. I don't know them, but I don't think they would lie about this. And his stepmom probably has nothing to do with any of the drama. So, yep. I will not celebrate his death. I will talk about how I feel about him and remind everyone that less than a year ago he made a video laughing about how Pimp Monk died and claiming he was in hell and that he was a horrible person and that he didn't like his family and his family hated him and all this stuff that he couldn't have possibly have known about him that was not true. And that I'm going to remind everybody what a scumfuck he was. But I'm not going to be like, yay, I'm glad he's gone. Because I don't do that. I'm better than Brett. I'm not perfect by any means, but definitely better than him. That's a low bar. That's a hurdle you just, like, step right over, you know? Like father situation, like son individual. Yes, Brett tried to claim he was friends with Cobra. Brett had claimed he had this conversation with Cobra that never happened because he claimed Cobra ignored most people that tried to talk to him. Like, Cobra did not, like, people who just randomly would, like, hit him up in DMs, unless they were, like, trolling him, then he'd be like, fuck you. But if it was someone, like, he thought might be trying to, like, you know, buddy troll him or whatever, he would usually ignore them. But Cobra, Brett claimed that he was in a chat with Cobra, and he asked Cobra, who sends you all that alcohol all the time?
Fuck Jared Genesis, that fat piece of shit. Fuck Jared Genesis,
that
fat piece of shit. Fuck Jared Genesis.
I agree. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you so much. So yeah, he asked Cobra, who sends you all the alcohol? And Brett claims Cobra said, the atheists do. And Cobra would never label someone as the atheists. So, first of all, I don't think Cobra even talked to Brett. And Cobra definitely never said, the atheists send me alcohol. He'd be like, my fans. My fans send me alcohol. Yeah, that's just an example of Brett Keane using a dead guy for attention and to try to shit on atheists in his never-ending pursuit to prove that atheists are evil and that anybody who does anything terrible is probably an atheist and they did it because they're an atheist. But the irony there is that Brett Keane does a bunch of terrible shit and he claims to be a Christian. So he's living proof that not all atheists are pieces of shit. It goes both ways. I recently bought another vinyl record. Oh yeah, dude. Yes. Oh, I've been wanting this on vinyl forever. It's Boston. See, this shows my age. It's Boston's self-titled album. I do like some of that 70s rock, 70s arena rock type shit. So yeah. And the lead guitar player from Boston is from my hometown also. And he went to MIT and created all of this technology for sound engineering and recording and live performances that they still use. You can look it up. Nah, that's okay. I don't want Chabisky to host it on his PC. And we'll be back tomorrow. It kind of sucks because tonight I wanted to start bringing the post show back, and I was planning on doing a post show after tonight's episode. I'm going to start knocking out the Patreon content again. So I wanted to start a patron level, and I wanted to call it Ben Pals. And what it is if you're signed up at that level, you get all the perks below it, but then at that level, I will send you an original postcard every month with like DP art on it, and I'll like actually write something on it and mail it to you directly. We'll call that the Ben Pals perk. I used to do it with t-shirts, but then the prices of t-shirts and shipping went way up. And at least with this, I can order a whole bunch of custom-made postcards, and that won't cost that much. And all they need is a stamp on them, like one postage stamp. Someone wanted to know about the last time I sharded. I think it was maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. I had the flu really bad, and I was laying in bed and I felt too sick to get up. And I thought it was just going to be a fart, but it was like diarrhea. Yeah, no problem. Glad to help. Why am I telling you that? Someone in the chat asked. They said they were conducting a scientific survey. So I'm just trying to help science. Puke balls, please like the stream, and you should follow Phoebe's lead. And because my computer's not working right now, and I won't have it back up and running until tomorrow. So if you could do me a favor and pretend like this is a regular show, and throw me a couple bucks, and fuck, I don't think Spec is in here. Otherwise, Spec would share everything. Is the link in the chat at least? I'm so neutered doing streams this way. It's like they give you limited controls on things. When was the last big ass steak? Well, I mean, does like a big slab of carne asada count? Because I just had that for lunch earlier today. There's no link in the chat. Damn. Yeah, I need to try to get this moving. So if you guys want to help. Okay, let me see if I can. Damn it, why it won't let me pin it. It won't let me pin it. I wonder if I can do it. Hold on. Ugh. Mm. Oh no. Okay, well that's not gonna work. I wonder if I can... Does it still do this? No. Nope, it doesn't do that. Links, I think, are clickable if you're... I think the links are clickable if you're... Uh, on PC. Hmm. So it's in the description? Okay. Shit, man. Yeah, I was gonna use my other phone. It's a really old phone though, and it looks like it's fucking up for some reason. So, technology. It's a beautiful thing. My computer did a Windows update and it corrupted the startup, but so it did the update and it restarted and it worked fine. And I did my stream last night and then I shut the computer down and went to bed.
Let's get more donos. Yeah. Tip guys. 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 Let's get more donos. Yeah.
You should not give any money to Brett Keane's GoFundMe. If he had one. So what was I gonna say? So the computer worked fine last night. Shut it down. Went to bed. Came in this morning. Started the computer up. The computer started, but it didn't recognize the Ethernet, the network interface card. Like it didn't recognize the Ethernet, which I've never had that problem before. Everything else worked. My internet was working. I even switched to Wi-Fi and it was working. So then I was looking for solutions because the Wi-Fi isn't as fast as hardline connection. So I was working on it and I restarted the computer and this time it didn't come back up. You're too busy giving all your money to Brett's Patreon. Oh God, I don't even think he has a Patreon anymore. But yeah, it was like one thing led to another, and then my Windows wouldn't fully boot up. Yeah, Windows updates are fucking like a roll of the dice. So like the computer will get working again. I won't lose anything important, but I'm going to have to reinstall a bunch of apps, which is such a pain in the fucking ass. I hate it. Oh, your base, your base, your base. Oh, your base all belong to us. He was coughing up blood. They thought it might have been cancer. They confirmed it wasn't cancer, but he's still in the hospital. Try what now? Yes, the BIOS is working. It's literally just an error with Windows booting up. No hardware faults. Everything else is working fine. What's a lot? Sound the watch alarm! Wards. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, like if you go to Brett's Sportify Radio, his last video is the video about Shabisky. Let's do some dabs. Brett is 49 and I'm 45. He's like, we would have went to high school around the same time. Like he would have been just finishing up as I was just getting in. So... Yeah, I saw... I didn't even seek it out, but I found it while trying to look to see if Brett was really in the hospital. And I saw a picture of what Brett's dad looks like, and they look like they could be brothers. Please like the stream if you haven't already. LeBron is signing with the Cavaliers. Is that true? I wouldn't doubt it because I would think he would want to finish his career there, but I think he is already about to retire, so you're probably just messing with me. Not that I really care. I'm not like a diehard basketball fan. I just like the jersey. It was cool that he came back there and helped them win a championship, though. That was unbelievable. Basketball is the kind of sport where like one player can carry a whole team. Brett Keane isn't dead, he was surely alive. Yeah, and like, Brett could have had a good deal. Like, there was so much opportunity there with Drunken Peasants, like, 10, 11 years ago, where there was so much money to be made off of us goofing on him that, like, if he had just, like, swallowed his pride more, he probably could have made thousands of more dollars than I think we paid Brett maybe like $2,000 to $3,000 at most over a period of like 4 years or so. And that sounds like a lot of money, but the money we made off of those Brett Keane shows that we paid him $1,000 for, we made like 10, 20, 30 times as much as what we paid him. So if he would have played ball a little more and not flagged our channel and tried to get our channel taken down and all that kind of shit, no, he would have never been a host, but he could have been, we could have worked with him more and he would have made more money. Like, probably than any other job he could have imagined. Yeah, he did kind of make. I mean, there was a little bit of antagonism because there was tension between him and TJ. Because once Brett was rejected by the atheists and TJ started becoming more and more popular, I think Brett felt like TJ had stolen his position. And the fact that TJ had even like risen way above what Brett could ever have done bothered Brett, and he couldn't reconcile with that. And because of that, he became obsessed with the banana video, and he had that recording of someone with a like gargled like like a digitally altered voice calling Brett the N-word, and he was like, "This is TJ, it sounds like TJ." You know what I mean? So, and here's the thing, when Brett considers you an enemy, he tries to cozy up to people around you to do this like weird divide and conquer shit. So back when I was new on the scene, Brett was trying to like be buddies with me. because he hated TJ, and that's what Brett does. He's done that the other way with me. Now that me and Brett are enemies, he's tried to like cozy up to people are in my orbit too. You know, that's what he does. He does the same thing every time. Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. If you guys want to help out with the ghoul situation, the link is in the chat. Or no, it's in the description. Sorry, I'm used to saying in the chat. Maybe I should have told the AI to make him belly down in the hospital bed, but for the thumbnail, but I didn't want to give it. I didn't want to overload it, and it ended up making it pretty close to how I had kind of imagined it. And I kind of came up with the whole like vat of mac and cheese being pumped into his face. Life support mac and cheese. I came with that like right towards the end of the prompt I was typing out. Life support mac and cheese. Oh my god. The funniest thing right now is over in the corner of this room, I have my laptop that people are going to say, why don't you stream on the laptop? I don't think it's definitely not ready for me to stream from it. So I might as well just fix my other computer. But I have my other computer just streaming 24-hour classic DP over on the Best of DP channel. And Brett's on the screen over there right now. Vat of mac and cheese in the corner. Yeah, look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail for this stream. I do still sell the mac and cheese manatee shirts. I think it's in the description. The Teespring store, it still exists. All those old shirts are still there. Yeah, I guess I can do that. Yeah, manatee's mac and cheese mug. Yeah, one day I was just like, I have all this old content collecting dust, and there are these 24-hour streaming channels out there that just stream. I think it was some like old TV show that some channel was streaming 24 hours. Like Alf. I think it was Alf. I'm like, oh yeah, this company owns the rights to Alf, so they just stream Alf 24 hours a day. And it might be pennies an hour, but when you stream it for like a month straight, that adds up to some cash. So that's what I was thinking. So it makes passive ad revenue. Is the old band bin? I don't know if any of those old band shirts are still there. You can check. I'll tell you what, though. I'm guessing Brett's on Medicaid or something like that. So I don't know, but he might try to milk this when he gets out. I don't think it'll change him. I don't think a near death experience will change Brett. So if he does recover and goes back to doing his thing, I think he will try to get donations and shit. He will try to manipulate people. He'll definitely weaponize it somehow. Like I said, I'm not wishing that on Brett, but I don't feel bad for him. If he hadn't done what he did after Pimp Monk died, maybe I would feel bad for him. But I vowed when I watched that video, that was probably the most disgusting thing I've ever seen him do. And he lost my sympathy. I usually have sympathy for all people, like, unless they're like a wretched piece of shit, you know. Like I don't want Shanny and Rev, like a lot of people do. I don't want Shanny and Rev living on the streets and suffering, you know. That's just not how I roll. Do they deserve it? I mean, that's different than being okay with it, with them suffering. But yeah, you know, there's definitely some huge issues. Yes, King Cobra had autism and admitted to it, talked about it all the time. Three is for the manatee. Yeah, they probably should have did time. They probably should have did some prison time for it. Because other people have starved their kids and did prison time for it, and other people have beat up their kids and did at least jail time for it. So, well, it didn't do it to them. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they didn't get prosecuted when there was, you know, the government took the kids away. So, but I guess you'd be surprised how lenient they can be. Um, Couldn't they charge her? I mean, does she need to have rights for them to charge her? I don't know. It just seems like they could have, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I've seen so many news stories where parents starve their kids and get prosecuted for it. I'll tell you what, if one of the kids would have died, they'd probably be getting life or like 30 years or something like that, something crazy. Wonder what would happen if Rev would have died of malnutrition. Oh my god, this is like when I do my normal stream and I'm watching videos, I don't read the chat. But this type of streaming forces me to read the chat. It's the Luca dragon egg. It works really well. It's like 95 bucks. Maybe you could, some places online, I've seen it, they have them on sale. They're trying to get rid of them. Maybe you'll find it for like 75, 80 plus tax, whatever. Unless you live in Oregon, you lucky fuckers, you don't pay sales tax for normal products. Thing is, you got to clean it, at least every other week. Especially because wax gets all sticky and builds up. But it comes apart and you can order replacement parts fairly easily.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I got the Brett drinking. He claims he doesn't drink, but here he is chugging a Smirnoff situation. Spec, do me a favor. Post that dono link one more time. Yes, that is, I was just in Oregon about a month ago, and I bought something, and it's like being in Europe. The price on the sticker is the price you pay. I like that. Post that dono link one more time, Spec. There we go. All right. I love super chats and appreciate them a lot. I will say to Meet the Ghoul, they have to be Streamlabs. There's a lot of fun Streamlabs dono amounts that play different things. I like the... God, what are like my top 5 favorite? I think I like the G-Man Ice Wallow one. There's a new one where Emo Hollywood farts that I like a lot. I've never been to Delaware. It's too far away from me. The $15 one is good too. I don't have that as a dono alert. It was just something I would play when Monty was on. Monty hasn't been on in a while, so... The donos are getting wild, so we need more of them. I don't think it's a heart attack. I think it was like throwing up blood and shit, or coughing up blood. And Dorn mentioned something about cancer, like testing for cancer. I don't think it was a heart attack. Please like the stream, by the way, if you haven't already. Thank you. I think he's been smoking cigarettes probably since he was 13 years old. That's one thing. And I'm guessing that's the real reason why he has no teeth. He claimed his dad punched him out. There's so much evidence. He tried to lie and say the teeth in his older videos were dentures, but they're all fucked up. They don't make dentures look fucked up like that. They make them look like straight, nice teeth. They don't make them look all crusty and like with weird gaps in them and stuff. Because when Brett had bottom teeth, his 2 front bottom teeth had like a noticeable gap between them. They don't make dentures that look like that. Yeah, I wonder if Brett has Barrett's esophagus. So yeah, do me a favor, because I'm having computer issues. I'd be doing my normal stream right now. Getting the computer repaired right now. If you want to help support me, do me a favor, use the Streamlabs link in the chat. And in the description. There's that new emo one where he farts. Well, how much is the emo fart one? Because that is so funny. $5.05. Okay. Yeah, $5.05. That one's great. He probably didn't catch that or thought it like the microphone didn't pick it up. So now that's gonna troll the shit. I don't care if I fart. It's a tick. It's not clearing his throat. He's like, push him in the throat. Yes, 505 is the New Mexico. It used to be the area code for the entire state. But while I was living there, the population grew enough where they needed to add a second area code. So it's 505 and 575. And we used to joke because a lot of like gangster looking guys in New Mexico would get 505 tattooed on the side of their neck. And like a lot of them ended up in the 575 area code instead of the 505. It's like, damn, dude, you don't live in the 505 anymore. You're calling ice. It's crazy the rest of the country is getting hit with some heat. Like yesterday, where my parents live, it was over 100. I think it was like 102. I've never seen it. Okay, no, I'm wrong. There's only one time I've ever seen it over 100 degrees here. There's only one time I've ever seen it over 95 degrees here. Yesterday here it was like 60. 62, 63. Today it was like 67. But there was one year where we had this crazy heat wave that killed a bunch of people. And part of the reason why is that historically this area, you don't need an AC, especially if you live like near the seawater and stuff. But we got this weird heat wave in 2021 where for 3 days in a row, the high temperature was like 125 degrees. And the low temperature at night was still like 80. So at night it was still hot. And I did not have AC. And it lasted for 3 days in a row. And it took up Oregon, Washington, and like southern British Columbia, Canada. The issue is that most people didn't have AC in their homes. It's not a common thing. They do it when they build new buildings now, but like older buildings, even apartment complexes, do not have central air because it just wasn't needed here. The air, it was like cool ocean air and mountains and forests and shit. And we're very high north. We're at the same longitude as Maine up here, just on the other side. I can drive to Canada in like 3.5 to 4 hours. So it was not expected. And that same year after the heat wave, we got crazy wildfires too. 2021 was the worst. That was a bad year because everything was still shut down from COVID. But a lot of the unemployment and shit was getting cut off. Memes. Kenyanism. Yeah, COVID, that 5 year stretch from 2020 to 2025 was just like a blur. It's crazy how fast the time passed during it. Am I the only one? Do you guys feel like the time at the very least 2020 to 2023 was just like fast? Right now here it's probably like 63 degrees. I will say, like when you get older, it feels like time passes more quickly for most people. Anyway, by the way, I have a plan to bring back Actual Mania. Um, I already have a card figured out. It is workable, but I have some ideas. And it's funny because I woke up that I was running on this cardio machine. I did it for an hour. And during that time, I was holding my phone, taking notes, trying to think of like new things to do on the channel. And I came up with a whole card for an Actual Mania at the end of July. I came up with some other new, like, original content that we can do, later on. I was planning on starting it this month. Actually, tonight, I was going to do a post show tonight. If you look at the DP calendar, if you go to drunkenpeasants.com and go to the calendar section, you can see, like, everything I'm planning out. So, on the grill, you want to watch a stream of me cooking on a grill? Was that what you mean, on the grill? Okay. I'll grill $70 a pound Wagyu steaks and try not to fuck them up. Now, I do have, like, I used to have a very nice grill and I got rid of it when I moved. Who's Keith Dickens? Keith Dickens is a guy who's a longtime supporter of the show, and we've been having him on as a guest. Okay, I'll do it. If you want me to do it, I'll do it where I grill a fucking steak. Do I have to do it live or can I just pre-record it? I have a really small grill now. I don't have a cool one anymore. Okay, all right. All right. I'll do it. Why, you want to see how fat I am? God. I do have an apron, by the way. I've been cooking short ribs lately. What's that Japanese barbecue sauce with the octopus, the cartoon octopus on the label? I've been using that. I've been marinating steaks with that. And I think that's pretty good. Fuck it! We'll do it live! Fuck it! No, it's not Worcestershire sauce. What? I'm not going to do it naked because my grill is on my deck and my whole neighborhood will see me. I am unhealthy. Thank you. Bud. It's a Japanese barbecue sauce that has a red, like, octopus or squid or whatever. All right, you fucking idiots. I'll go get it and show it to you. I hate you. Ugh! All right. Yes. There it is, right there. It's so good. You marinate it for a little while. And I have like one of those like rubber brushes. And I'll kind of like brush it on while it's cooking. No, because if I do a Cobra cooking video, I can't use a tripod. So a lot of the time, you guys will just be watching like the sky. You'd put it in coffee? You'll put Japanese barbecue sauce in your coffee? I have a tripod. I'm saying if you want to make it like Cobra, you don't use a tripod. I can't make it like Cobra and use a tripod. Yeah, if I'm going to make it like Cobra, that means when I spill things, I have to take my shirt and wipe it up. And it has to take like 3 hours for me to make it. I'm not doing it shirtless. Hell no. It was all the ingredients that he added. It was all the ingredients that he added. No, it was a long process. He kept adding more stuff. He would like add stuff and put it in the oven and bake it, and then take it out and add more stuff and put it back in the oven. Yes, he would he would leave it on the counter overnight before eating it. Country crock. It isn't even real butter. It's like vegetable oil spread. But yeah, he would also use like a tub of like bacon fat that they sell at the store. So he'd use almost a whole tub of fake butter and then use like 5 or 6 big spoonfuls of bacon fat. It was country crock and bacon up. Yeah. God, there's so much like, oh, I can't answer all these questions. Do the combos again? Do you really want me to do this? So how much do I have to get the Patreon up to do all this shit? Throwing. I'm not gonna do that. So, and that's not worth $100 anyway. And I'll look fucking gross. I shouldn't wear a thong. That's a terrible idea. There is $100 level on Patreon. No, I'm too fat to be shirtless. Oh, 100 extra paid. You know, I was thinking about doing a long stream where I just try to get the Patreon moving. I did do a World Cup stream. It like nobody was watching it because no one gave a shit. But on Monday, there's a World Cup game in Seattle. It's going to be crazy. They didn't just decide to host the World Cup. The World Cup the World Cup cities are picked like years in advance. It didn't just happen a few months ago. It's like the Olympics. There's like a committee that picks that shit. Who cares about it? Well, now you know how many people care about it, and that's why it disrupts your trip. It's like the Olympics, only it's just one event. It's one sport instead of like a whole bunch of them. Well, too bad. Too bad if you've had enough. Oh, he's on the buses in your city? Well, around here, they're having like huge watch parties. I went down to the stadium when Egypt and Belgium were playing each other, and it was crazy. Like, I was near the stadium, so I could hear the crowd cheering there. But there were little watch parties here and there. There were like people set up little outside places where there was a bar you could buy drinks, and they had a big screen set up where you could watch the soccer matches. Australian rules football is a lot like rugby. It is interesting. It is, pretty cool. No, I don't really watch atheist versus atheist or atheist versus theist debates anymore. So damn, a $50 super chat stays up there forever, doesn't it? Yeah. Atheists were ruined for me once they killed King Cobra by giving him all that alcohol. Oh, and again, I'll show you guys. I've been creating a vinyl collection in the last year. Usually, like once a month, I'll buy a new record, and this is some old school like baby boomer rock, right? Literal, because people use the word boomer to like describe. Sorry, I've been drinking. To describe anyone older than them, but this is literal like boomer rock, like people born in the 50s, 40s and 50s. Actually, I think it's like the 50s to the early 60s. No, I think it's great. I love Boston. So good. Such a good band. Very talented. It's not my favorite genre of music, but it's so good. What I did was I'm like, what albums can I listen to from start to finish and not want to skip one song? And that's what I've been trying to get. The Refused, yeah, I saw them live when they were a new band. New Noise, Refused Party Program. I had that album on CD. I bought it at like Funcoland or whatever back in the day. No, it wasn't Funcoland. That was like a video game shop. I bought it at, what was it, Camelot Music? Something like that. Oh, there are some albums where they're just perfect. Yeah, the funny thing about the Refused is that they're Swedish and like they kind of look like the Beatles. Like they have the Beatles haircuts and they kind of dress like the Beatles, but then they're like a hardcore band. That's so fucking awesome.
Appreciate you, bud, since 2014.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Normally, normally I would kill the ghoul like right here. I would normally kill it by Tuesday or Wednesday. But I took a 3-day vacation at the beginning of last month. And when I do that, I got behind, and now I'm behind, and I'm behind, and now my fucking computer stopped working. I do. Hold on. I'll show you my other records. Put these in. That sucks. All right. So I got, this is kind of cool. One year for Christmas, I sent, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully it'll be fine. It's not a hardware issue. It's like the stupid fucking operating system and the shitty Windows updates and stuff is what it is. So I got this Danger Doom album. I did not buy this. This was sent to me as a gift by Anthony Fantano in 2017 or 18. I sent him some records and he sent me some records, and this is one of them. It's kind of cool. NoFX Punk and Drublick, the most popular NoFX album. Right there. This is a band that I like a lot. They're like a... some call this the first emo band, which is weird because people now, they hear it and just think it's punk. But it's a band called Jawbreaker. You ever heard of Jawbreaker? Unfun. It's got a cat on the cover. Very good. White Trash. White Trash, You Heaps and a Bean. NoFX. They wanted to give this album a different name, but the record company didn't want to do it. A more racially charged name. Nine Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine. That's my favorite Nine Inch Nails album. Thank you, thank you. It's still a product of the 80s, but it's Nine Inch Nails. It's awesome. It still has that like 80s synth kind of style to it, but it's Nine Inch Nails. It's my favorite one. This is a double album. This is an interesting album. Because it's two records, and it normally would be on one record, but they're 12-inch records, but they're played at the speed of a 45. If you guys know that. There's two record sizes, and there's two speeds on a record player. This record is a 12-inch, but it's played at the 45 speed. So they had to make it, because of that, they had to make it two discs. So, here's NoFX, Pump Up the Volume. Here's Sisters of Mercy, Floodland. Probably the most legit band that you can call goth. As far as like a band that's like goth and like literally the real thing. And the funny thing is that they don't like being called goth because that was like a negative connotation at the time. So pretty badass. Here's AFI, The Art of Drowning. Yes, I've listened to Skinny Puppy. I've seen them live, actually, in Cleveland back in like 2015. And then this is a new one that just came in, AFI, Black Sails in the Sunset. These are my top 2 AFI albums. So, yep. And that's mostly what I have right now. It's nothing crazy. I do want to get a Bad Religion album. I've been looking at some of them. I've seen AFI like 3 or 4 times. My friend's band back in my hometown back in the day opened for them, which was pretty cool. Scuse. I don't have any Radiohead. Like, I don't listen to them a lot, but they were good. Like, I remember them being popular when I was a teenager and before, like slightly before. Paranoid Android, that was a pretty good song. My shit's all twisted up now. I like ska, but it's not one of my favorite. Like, I like Leftover Crack, and they do some ska. NoFX does some ska. Streetlight Manifesto, they're pretty good. Rancid did some cool, like, ska, reggae-ish kind of shit. You know. But yes, get this. And marinate your meat. Thank you, thank you. Clutch, I've seen Clutch live. I can't even name a song right now. There was a time in my life where, like, even if I wasn't a big fan of who was performing, it was like, oh, so-and-so's playing and they're popular. You want to go see them? And we would just go, even if we weren't really interested. They're good. I had a roommate years ago that was really into them. He was like an ex-Marine that was all like super jacked and stuff. His favorite band was Clutch. So I remember that. Those are most of my records. I don't have a huge record collection. I had one when I was a teenager. I had an uncle that gave me a bunch of his old records, and I had a bunch of cool 70s records, a lot of Doors and a lot of like old Aerosmith and David Bowie and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like a lot of that, like 70s and early 80s type thing. Actually, I think my uncle bought the Bowie records because Stevie Ray Vaughan was the guitar player on a lot of the early Bowie. Not early, but like 80s Bowie, not early Bowie. Early Bowie's like in the 60s. So, yeah, I like The Offspring. They're cool. Not all of their shit, but I understand like their desire to like remain commercially viable. So they had to write like Pretty Fly for a White Guy and like nah, why don't you get a job and that kind of shit. Like, I get that. Uh, they were the first punk band to ever, like, I think, hit like a platinum record. Pretty sure they were like the highest selling punk band ever at their time. I don't know about anymore. Probably Blink 182 if you count. People say Blink 182 isn't punk, but they're pop punk. It's a different genre, you know. Offspring is also pop punk in some ways too, though. They're like skate punk, which was kind of like the precursor. Ignition is great. People used to call No Effects pop punk back in the day too, because they were more melodic than a lot of the. So I've noticed like definitions of music, like genres, shift over time. Also, who's a local band I should check out? Where do you live? I don't know. A local band. I don't know if I live locally to you. I've seen the Descendants that one year. Me and when Scott was wrestling at the Bumbershoot uh, festival, the Descendants played that night. It was pretty great. I have to go pee. I'll be right back. Don't listen to me pee. All right. I've seen The Cure live in either 2000 or 2001. And they don't like to use opening bands because they like to play for like 3 hours. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. You heard me piss? Well, did you come or what? Dr. Chud from the Misfits, or formerly of the Misfits. Ugh. Did I sit down? Vampiro. Yeah. I saw Megadeth and Michael. I saw Megadeth and the Misfits with Michael Grave opening for them, which was so weird to see the Misfits open like a metal show. I know Vampiro speaks Spanish. He was popular in Mexico, even though he's not Mexican. He lived in Mexico and was popular in Mexico for a long time. He was one of the commentators on Lucha Underground. He was also he was an actor on a novella, I think, at one time too. I'm pretty sure. Didn't they like have him on a novella or something? Michael Graves is not. Michael Graves is a Proud Boy, so he's a right wing fucking crazy fucker. Doyle is so fucking huge. Doyle's like 60 years old and he's so jacked. Like, I think he never stopped working out. And that's just why he's just like, he never stopped being super jacked. Yeah, Vampiro aged really weird where I think he was probably on drugs a lot. I remember when he came out of retirement and wrestled in Lucha Underground a little bit. I met Chavo Guerrero like a year ago, and me and him talked about Lucha Underground. I did push really hard. I had to. Damn, I would play some of these records, but the record has to go through my fucking computer. Uh? Let's rock out. What can we do? Let's do something fun. All right. This room, I got a pile of boxes in the background because, oh shit, a lot of my home brewing equipment came in the other day. I should spend more time in this room instead of when I'm just streaming. I probably would have back in the day. But I just come down here and stream and then I turn everything off and go upstairs. What the fuck is going on here? Shit. The fuck is... This shit is... Hold on. Too many drinks for Ben. He can't make normal things work. Stupid fucking tripod. You stupid hat. Fucking stupid bullshit. Too much trouble. Trying to be cute.
To the ghoul.
Oh my God. Fuck yeah, thank you so much. That deserves. Here's my last drink. Thank you so much. There's a lot of like different virtual drum sets on this drum kit. This is the heavy metal one. So yeah. The last time I was streaming while I did this, they're like, oh, do the Phil Collins. I don't really know how to do it. I just went. I can feel it coming in your hair tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in your hair tonight. Oh, darn. My foot is not working good tonight. Ah! Yes, I am not an experienced player. I am just someone that's messing around. I do not claim to be good. I like, it has a 909 or a 808 setting, which is like old. Fucked up. Fell apart. He was not old as fuck. He was. First of all, he's not dead. He's in the hospital. He's not old as fuck. He's 49. Not that old. But yeah, he is retarded. You got that one right. It's cool because I can upload samples and make a whole drum set of like fart sounds or like whatever I want, which is kind of cool. What a crazy, cool. Pop, pop. Shit. The cool thing about this drum set is that the rims of the drums are different sounds than the actual, like, head of the drum. So, like, this is like my lower tom, but when I hit the rim, it makes this sound. It's the same thing here. Makes that crazy sound. This is the floor tom. Wow, that goes on forever. Shit. All right, that's how I do it. I should get a double kick drum. This drum set's really cool because you use real drum hardware in the set. This is great. Like, you know, drums are loud. Like a guitar, you can wear headphones and practice. Like an electric guitar, you can. An acoustic drum set, you can't. It's fucking loud. So this is a cool way for someone to learn drums and not piss off their parents or their neighbors or whatever. And still learn like the real mechanics. I should get real instruction, but I don't have the money to pay someone to teach me. Yes, you can critique me because I don't know how to play drums. I'm all self-taught. So keep in mind that YouTube... Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, I agree. I probably need to move back a little bit. I don't know. I might be too low. Well, I don't know. Have you ever played one of these? It's Roland, like, you know, it's like a good brand. I don't know if you ever played one of these. The only thing you can't do is stop a cymbal with your hand. It'll still ring like, yeah. I wish you could. I wish you could stop it. Yeah, I do have trouble with my left foot. I bought this like right before prices went up like crazy, so I got this kit for $1,500. I bought it in like late 2019, and it's not even the newest one, but it's great. It works so well. It's really cool because like I have the there's Easy Drummer. So like I can hook up this and like to my computer and use those drum kits, which are really crazy with all their samples and everything. Ghost notes. I don't even know what a ghost note is. It does like rim and head. This is not a good sounding snare though. I think the metal snare is pretty good. Yeah, it does cover it covers very like it does measure like how hard you hit it. And you can adjust that too. There's a lot of like adjustments. Now I'm just letting it bounce. fucking it up still. This is a weird kit. It says alternative pop, whatever the fuck that is. The bounce is real. Like, I'm not an experienced drummer, but I've been around drum sets my whole life and played around on them. They feel like real drum heads. But they're like a mesh thing with rubber rims. You can program... And there's room for an extra drum or cymbal here too on the kit and on the like device here. You can play the bell of the ride. Like, the ride has multiple different sounds to it. The only thing you really can't do is, like, mute a cymbal. It doesn't stop. It doesn't know that you grabbed it. I have an my kick pedal is an Iron Cobra 600. It was recommended to me by the place that sold it to me. I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not. I have an Iron Cobra 200 as my hi-hat stand. Boom, boom, shaka laka laka. Are we playing open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk that dinosaur? Open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk that dinosaur. By the way, still trying to get closer to the goal. We're at 52.17%. I'm so incredibly grateful. The computer is down right now. This is the show tonight. If you want to help out, do me a favor, toss a couple bucks my way. Oh my God, the opening for Hot. What is his name? Alex Van Halen. Insane drummer. What's the first? Oh, so this is their all acoustic. See, the cool thing is though, like I was saying, like there's a USB output. They actually have like places where you can put in a place to load samples into and create custom drum sets based on the samples, but you can also plug it directly in and just use it as a controller, which I've done where I used all these weird like space sounding things on it and made it sound like a crazy drum set. But this is the acoustic.
We think Lan ain't nothing TAFJ with. We think Lan ain't nothing TAFJ with.
I'm a failed father. I'm a failed husband. I'm a failed man. I'm a failed father. I'm a failed husband. I'm a failed man.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I was very surprised the last time I hung out with Adam from Your Movie Sucks. He sat down at this drum set, was like rocking out on it. I knew he could play guitar and shit, but he was like, he can play, he's a multi-instrumentalist. He's pretty fucking good at every instrument I've seen him play. Pretty crazy. What do you think of, is Jay Spoon still here? What do you think of standard grip? They call it standard grip, but it's not standard anymore. Most people play overhand. Every now and then again, I'll see like a standard grip. It's very uncomfortable for me. What are we in Back to the Future? I always heard it called standard grip, where your snare hand is like this. I've heard it called literally standard grip. Yeah, jazz. I would expect to see that in jazz. Sometimes I've seen it like in unexpected places too, though. There was this all-female rock/punk band from Detroit called Broadzilla that I used to go and see all the time. And their drummer, she played with the underhand kind of. I feel like you can't hit it the same way, but is it called French grip when you hold it overhand? I don't know. I was never formally trained, and I don't know how competent I would be. Broadzilla, no, they were from Detroit. They were part of that. They were kind of like L7. If you ever heard that band L7. They were kind of like that. Fuck. Sometimes I put my knee down into the kick drum, and sometimes I just move my ankle. One of the girls from L7 was very one of the girls from L7 was like drunk, and I hung out with her, and she was just one of the craziest people I ever hung out with. Her name was Danita. Oh my God. She's fucking insane in a fun way. And the band I was talking about, Broadzilla, they opened up for L7. L7's doing their tour coming up here. I think they're playing out here in November. So they're worth looking up. Sometimes I'll use my ankle, but I usually like lift my knee up and come down to it. But yeah, I'll look it up. Yeah, I have no speed. So... I don't think I'm too far back. I don't want to pick it up and show you right now. I'll send you a photo or whatever, but no, I don't think I am. Because, well, first of all, the snare is huge. The snare drum is like ridiculously huge. I'm man-spreading around it. It does work so good. It's pretty amazing, like, that they made such a good drum kit like this. Spread my balls. My balls. Can someone convince Whataburger to open a location in Washington? Because I would like that. Checkers is not as good as... Just deal with Harvey's. You got Harvey's. Be happy with that. I haven't had Whataburger since like 2017. But I lived in Albuquerque from 2006 until 2014. Or no, 13. And Whataburger was the shit at that time. I think I might add a new stipulation to the $100 DP Patreon, where I'll be like, if you're a $100 patron at any point, and you come to Seattle, I'll come and hang out with you all day. And we'll get drunk and do stupid shit. I don't know what Jock Brown's is. I'd have to look that out. Look that up. Yeah, I'll be your tour guide in Seattle. But at the end of the night, we're not spooning. I'm going home. All right? I'm not going to fall in love with you. We don't have to go to the gum wall. When I lived in Albuquerque, I lived in a mostly Mexican neighborhood. But you know what? New Mexico Mexicans are different than people I've met in other places. Like, they're old school. Like, they were... Like, when that area was all part of Mexico before the U.S. annexed it, they've been speaking Spanish up in the mountains forever. They have like a... I've heard people say that the way like native New Mexicans speak Spanish, it's almost like a Don Quixote. It's kind of like how people in France view French Canadians and how they speak. Like, it lost communication with the homeland and didn't evolve. Yes. Yeah, so you understand, you know. Yeah, and it if you go up into some of these mountain towns in New Mexico, it never changed. Nobody ever went up in there and was like, "Oh, you got to speak English now and be Americans." So they never changed their way of life. They've been living there as if it's Mexico. You know, for what, like 500 years now? It's not a mental issue. He had an actual physical issue where he's not doing good. I don't feel sorry for him, but I don't wish suffering upon any person. But I don't feel sorry for him because he mocked Pimp Monk's death. But yes, they do speak from what I know, I don't speak Spanish, but I hear like they speak like an antiquated... It'd be like if, you know, there was a town like in the mountains somewhere in America where people were speaking like Shakespeare or something like that. It'd be like that. But I promise that when Brett Keane did pass away, if he did before me, I would do a stream telling the truth about Brett Keane and what he did and how I feel about him. And the only reason I'm doing it is because he mocked one of my good friends passing. Like, Pimp Monk wasn't a perfect guy or anything, but he was a nice guy. And overall, we all loved him. So, and to use that as a reason to get more views, it's disgusting. It like, that's when because I hadn't talked about Brett normally for a while, and now it's like, that's when I've been sitting on the Emily shit for years. I was like, let's wait for Brett to do something stupid. You know? And there it was. That's why I did it. Look at the timing of it. The Emily shit had broke forever ago. Yeah. The Emily shit, nobody was in danger based on what she told me. But it was damning. It's still there, too. You can go look at it. Oh, God. I have to go check on my little dog really quick. Okay, guys. I just heard some really loud fireworks going off. So, hold on. Oh my God. She's stressed out. The fireworks are not good for the little puppy dog. No. Yeah, she's a little stressed out. Very, very loud fireworks. Look at that face. Yeah, you see her panting. She's stressed out. It's not hot here. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for the jewels. Sleepy puppy. No, God. You're so stressed out. You're so stressed out. Poor baby. She doesn't normally pant like this with her mouth open. You okay? I'm going to turn the drums off. It's probably about time to stop with the drums. Ooh. I didn't used to be able to burp like that. I'm on medication. I can't burp normally, so it's really weird. Poor Brett. Oh, what? Boop.
Thanks for the years of entertainment. Have some money.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Whew. Holy fucking shnikes. All right. All right. All right. Oh, yes, boo. Yum, yum, yum. You okay? My face tastes good no matter how scared she is. Oh, damn. Oh, there's the. All right. All right. Feel better now? Whew. She's doing her thing, right? Yeah. So we're doing pretty good with the ghoul. What do I need to do next? Play bad guitar. I can play guitar slightly better than I can play drums. Mm. More Brett commentary. I mean, I don't know what else I can say about him. I've been talking about him for 12 years now. I'll be right back in just a second. I had to pee so fucking bad. Having oh, terrible allergies. Hello. Let me try something.
Treats for Boopy. Doritos chip.
Yes, Doritos chip. Someone donated. Yeah, I heard that. Boopy. Thank you so much. I can't replay it because I'm on my phone, but I'm so grateful, you guys. You're so good. Do Nirvana? God, I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to learn it. I don't really know it. Oh, I'm having allergies really bad right now. Why is this so close to me? This sounds so bad. It's washed out. I need to mess with the settings. Anyway. All right. I'm not grunged, god damn it. Something goth tubes. How wasted are you? I'm not trying to play anything cool or anything. Goth Ben Pie. Hey now, now. $1998. Hold your head.
Eat my ass, drunken peasants!
Bring back Goth Ben Pie. What do you want from me? Fuck, I'm trying to remember one of my own songs. Fuck, I used to be able to play so much better. God damn it. Fuck, it's so hard to remember something that even you wrote like 20 years ago. So I did this one song. It started off like this. And I used to do this like, fuck, I can't even do anything. It's crazy, like, I used to be able to do it. Oh, I could play it. Yeah, I can't play like I should learn. I used to practice so hard all the time, every day. I'm too drunk now, but I'll play it for you. Like we made a whole album that I'm kind of, you know, iffy about, but I used to be so much better at guitar because I did it all the time. The Batman. What do you mean, the Prince Batman? Get your funk up, Batman. I think it was 89. Whoopi, what do you think? Huh? Huh? How are you doing? Hmm? Are you doing okay? Hmm? Those mean old fireworks. Those mean old fireworks. I don't even care. Like, yeah, I look like shit. I got a huge fucking gut. Oh, Whoopi. You're so cute. Oh my god. Well, I could do those. Fuck, I'd have to learn it again. I can learn it, but I have to listen to it. I also need to tune back to their tuning. Batman by Benny Elfman. Alright, I'm done. I can't do it. I can't perform without rehearsing. So it's like that. What made you around? Did you miss something the last time you were here? Never find it now. It's very deep with you again. There's no return from 86. There's no return from 86. There's no return from 86. Don't leave and drive. Exit out the back. And never show your head around again. And quickly take the next train out of town. To the side of the next one pass. Where the door kick you in the ass. There's no return from 86. 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 Go live and run. good enough. That's my GED guitar diploma tonight. Yeah, that was one I just happened to know. My favorite wrestling theme. It's hard. I have to Demolition. Written by Rick Derringer, who was a legit rock star, who wrote like really good songs in the 70s and 80s. And produced Weird Al's music, like Weird Al's biggest albums. He produced those too. So, I played those for Scott one time when he was on. I'll have to go back through them. And I don't want to count, like, Cult of Personality, which was a mainstream song that was like a hit song. I don't want to include that. Because that's like a good song by a talented band. I have to tune all of my strings. What? Hold on, I need to use my tuner. You fucker! Stupid bullshit. I'm done with guitar for tonight, but I agree I need to practice more. Yeah. Sexy chocolate. Hello, ladies. All right. I think I'm going to wrap this up. It was a good night. Thanks for being here. Hopefully the computer is back and ready to go tomorrow. See you next time. Have a good night.